Sound is good?
Yes.
Everything's good with this one too? Ready to go?
No.
Okay. We're here with two-time world silver medalist and IBJJF lightweight Grand Prix champion, Janaina Lebre, Gracie, Humaita, San Diego. Janaina, you're going to be competing in the Crown coming up on Sunday, November 19th. So how do you feel about this event and how's your preparation been going so far?
Yeah, I just finished training, like you guys saw. I'm tired a little bit, but I feel so happy with my training, how I preparing for the event. I feel it's a big pleasure for me to be invited for this amazing event, the first ever Crown event. I'm super excited. You know, I can't wait. It's getting close, like 25 days. Excited.
Yeah, it's going to be an amazing event. You have a
Yeah.
lot of competitors in your division who have a lot of experience. I know
Yeah,
you
I know.
are a relatively new black belt. You haven't been as a black belt for quite as long as Nathalie or Luiza. But can you talk about when you got into Jiu-Jitsu and just like how that experience when you started is helping you right now?
Yeah, I started training Jiu-Jitsu when I was 17 years old in Brazil. And then I started to compete, 2 months of training Jiu-Jitsu, and then I love it. That's what I started thinking like, oh, that's what I want for my life. You know, I can be good on this. And then I started training hard, compete all the small events in Brazil, Fortaleza, where I come from. And I started win all the tournaments. And when I get on my purple belt, I decide I want to compete roads, fly to United States and try. And then I get second on when I come for the first time, I lost my first match. And then I come back home, fix my mistakes. And on the 2018, I come back and I get third place on my division and a second place on open class, losing for Gabi Peçanha. Was a great match. And then from there, I decide like, oh, I wanna move for United States because I'm gonna have more support. And then from there, I just start competing all events here, and I start winning everything. On my brown belt, I start winning everything, Worlds, Pan Ams. And I stay 7 months on brown belt, and then I change my belt, I get on black belt, and then it's where everything starts. On my head was like, oh my gosh, now I'm black belt. You know, like, I'm excited for that, let's go, let's work harder for, get where I am now, I'm excited to fight the crown. It's where I wanna, I always wanna start, be, competing these big events from IBJJF, competing against big opponents, amazing opponents. Yeah, that's how I started training, how was my history.
So after you got your black belt, you started fighting some of the toughest black belts in the world right after you got promoted. You fought girls like Luiza, you fought Nathalie, you fought Elizabeth Clay. What was that experience like, fighting the toughest girls right after you got your black belt?
Yeah, I get very excited for fight against them, but at the same time I was like, oh my gosh, now it's a game changer. It's gonna be much more harder, especially the first big tournament I fight against Luiza, all my first match, and I always against her the first match, and I was very okay, let's do this. You can do this. I always a fight against her was a great match because I always wanna be her. I wanna fight with the best. That's how you get on top.
So one of the events that I feel like really helped people understand how good you were was the IBJJF lightweight Grand Prix, where you beat Ana Rodriguez and you beat Luiza in the same event. So can you talk about that event and how much confidence that gave you winning that title?
The event was a game changer for me. People get to know more about me after this GP. Beating Ana and Luiza, the same event was a big win for me. And for sure from there I improved a lot. I improved a lot my game, and I start train a little bit more techniques because the way I fight, I use a lot of technique, but at the same time I'm very explosive. I'm like I always look forward, and I don't like study too much. Just go, you know. Like, but I change my mind a little bit. Like, oh, I have to stop a little bit, and then if I get in a position, and control. Don't just go right away for submission. You don't lose position. That's what like make difference after that event. Make my game way better. Improve a lot from that.
So let's talk about the crown. You're in the lightweight division. You got Luiza, Nathalie, and Brianna
Oh, yeah.
Ste-Marie. You fought all of them so far. You've gone back and forth with a few. Let's start with Luiza. She has a ton of experience as a black belt. Over a decade as a black belt, 2 world titles. You fought her a couple times now. Tell me about Luiza and what you think about her game.
Luiza is an amazing opponent. You know, I respect her a lot. Her history is always a great fight against her. It's always different too. She's very tough, very technical. You know, she has a great knee buzz, and she has a really good knee cut with the underhook and head control. I'm studying a lot, like to don't let her get on that position, you know. But in the Nathalie, I fight with her 5 times already on black belt. She beat me 3 times and I beat her 2 times. I hope we get even, you know, Nathalie. And Nathalie, I respect her a lot, I like her a lot, but when we come to a fight, we're not friends, you know. After fight, we are friends, but before, not. And Brianna, I fight with her 1 time on the semi-final, like 3 months ago. She likes health guard. I know she has a great health guard, and I'm studying that too, to don't get in her health guard. She's great opponent too. All of them is really tough. You know, I have to study them to get this. You know, I really wanna win.
So what can fans expect from Janaina Lebre at the Crown on November 19th?
I'm training really hard to bring a big show for all you guys. The way I fight is always like forward. Always looking for submissions. Always go forward, and don't stop in front of my opponents. And yeah, I'm excited. You guys can expect a big show from for sure. For sure, it's gonna be a big show. The brackets, all the brackets, really good. We have a great athletes in the event. I'm super excited. You guys cannot lose that. All right, guys. Make sure you guys get your tickets. You know, to come watch this big show. It's gonna be in Water Pyramid on November 19th. And yes, don't lose that. You guys can watch too on Flow Grappling.
Perfect.